Okay, I think it's time we start. Been rearranging stuff here and there. Just, working on stuff in general. Getting it to look better. Cool. Let's give this thing just a little more testing. I'm wondering if I want to scoot that back farther. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Get those lined up again. Cool. These are actually attached to the wrong part. Should be attached to that one. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Give it a little nudge. Allow you on the opposite side. Same with that. That'll perform a little better. I think I may end up changing what panels I use for the wings instead of doing all this business with the two flaps like that. I'm thinking it's probably better if I just do straight up just a bunch of wing connectors. Dun, 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 dun. Right now I'm just trying to think of the best method is of attaching all these. Yeah. I'll have everything rooted onto that. How many wing segments can I get away with attaching? This is going to be a good test. Can I just route all of this straight to the hinge? Like that. So all three of those are attached just straight to that hinge. Okay. So that is Mark 44 to be safe. Now we're going to float first. We're going to have to do some back and forth moving of components between saves. Copying stuff. So I'm trying to formulate this in my mind. Okay. Good with that. Hey! I am. Copy those coordinates. Okay, we're doing some wizardry here. Takes a bit of fine-tuning. Paste, paste. Up by 1. We're replacing some of the wing panels to see if the aesthetic improvement is worth... Well, I guess, yeah, to compare. Because it may change some properties of it that I don't like. But I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Copy, copy. Paste. Paste. Up by 1. Oh. Weird. That wasn't what I expected. It's actually, it's rotated in a very bizarre way. I guess it makes sense. What's the... Okay, yeah. Let's copy that. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Whoa. There we go. There's some weird business. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it. It's because it's a different part. Copy that over to here. Paste that. Good. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Up. Okay, now I just gotta rearrange this. Copy height to here. And now we just got to move it back until it is touching. 0.2773. 0.2773 units. We subtract that from our X value. We are now aligned. Good. Now move the flaps. Okay. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Up. Everything's looking good so far. Let's go ahead and copy the solar panels now. Get everything all lined up. Okay. Let's get these looking good. Flip the Z. Okay. Oh, there's weird stuff going on with that. I think it's to do with... Yeah, okay, we're good. Dun, 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 dun. 55, okay, 0.0555. Do some math. 0.0555 divided by 2. That. What we need to subtract from this. Okay, those are aligned there. 0.3, these need to go in by... Actually, first off, we add that. Yes. Cool. We're good there. 0.3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Everything's looking very aligned. Awesome. Now copy these up. Oops. What did I move? There we go, okay. No harm, no foul. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Bring up. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Bring up. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Bring up. Okay. Those are all looking nice and aligned now as well. Same with these panels. Now we need to copy those coordinates. I don't know if these modifications are actually going to be good, but the only way to test that is to just do it. And I'll show you the modification I'm doing in just 1 second. Okay. So you can see on the bottom, these panels have these triangular nodes on them. Those two are triangular, whereas the ones above it are flat. I'm testing to see if changing it to be the flat ones is useful. I don't know yet, but we're going to find out. Let us now quickly nudge all of these by hand in order to get the mirror segments to work right. Whoa. Whoops. Dude. Need to be holding shift when I do that. We gotta move these again. Damn. These solar panels are finicky. Very finicky. Mostly because the colliders on them aren't properly aligned, and so they misbehave. Okay. Should be good. Now we can start deleting the old wing. This is the hard part. These hinges now need to move up, but they have important nodes on them that I cannot copy. So we gotta do some wizardry. Okay, save that. Get rid of symmetry. Make that float. Make that float. Now we move these by hand. Copy, copy. Hey there! Narpsy. Okay. We have copied the coordinates. Copy, copy. Move them to here. Paste coordinates. Increase by 1. Okay, now we just widget them slightly in order to align the left and right. Awesome. And now we add back props. And then we're going to have to modify. We're going to have to go back into the previous version of this craft to paste the exact transform. Okay. Those are good. We can now slide the entire wing down. Move that down. Move that down. Move all of that down. Okay. Let us test the cal controller and make sure that the props are still working. They are. That's good. We save that. We now load up the previous version of it, in which these are still good. Mark 43. We'll do 43. Now we copy the coordinates of that. Paste them right here. First rotate, up 90. Now paste coordinates. Awesome. That's good. Make sure these are all aligned. Hinge is good. This is not, though, so let's go. You see that 0.01, 0.01. That really does not matter. It's a thousandth of a degree of odd rotation. But I like being precise. What can I say? Okay, now we do the same over here. Make sure that's looking good. Paste that here. And then we're going to go and fly this again and see if it acts up. Make that negative. Okay. Everything's aligned. These wingtips, we need to have auto-strutted. Very important. Let's visualize auto-struts on this. Just to see what they look like. Okay, so yeah, we have the wingtips that are auto-strutted to the core. It'd be smart to do the same for these too. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, time for a test flight. Everything's still working properly. Let's go. Let's do this. Ugh. So far, so good. No wobble whatsoever. Let us undock everything. Ooh, yep. That's bad. Alright. Yeah, so, there's too much. I attached too much to the, directly to the hinge instead of to other parts. Easy to fix, but, unfortunate. Okay. That's already a bad sign if it's doing that. Okay. Do the same for these as well. Oh, shoot, I got rid of symmetry. Okay, same for this. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. I did used to stream on Twitch. I ended up stopping on Twitch for, I guess, mostly two reasons. One, the minor reason was because I wanted to put all my content in one place, and I occasionally upload videos to YouTube, and it'd be nice to be streaming at the same place that I'm actually, you know, uploading videos. And secondly, because I was getting, the more important reason was because A, I was getting negligible to no viewers, and the viewers I did get were all robots. To this day, I've not had a single robot on YouTube, but I was getting a lot of bots on Twitch, so I stopped streaming to Twitch. But anyways, let's see if that improved it. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So right now, everything is attached to this wing connector. So those wing connectors right there are directly attached to that hinge right there. They're just strutted, like they're attached to it and then floated out, and then everything else is hanging off that. I am robot, trust. Yeah. Let's see if this does any better or worse. And then I'll compare to the other one that I already have. See how it does. So right off the bat, brakes, right off the bat. Now, we're gonna unlock all of our hinges. Decent bit of wobble. Yeah, this is a good chunk of wobble there. That's unfortunate. And to make a robot for Joe's chat. Yeah. Well, I think the wingtips being those are good. But the internal wing, these two I think I should still keep as the triangular wing strakes instead. It's now... Lock everything. Cool. Everything is locked. My Eve plane has a coaxial propeller in the front. Just folds its wings. Nice. Eve is the perfect place for a plane. Such thick atmosphere there. For props, specifically, it's really good for propeller planes. But okay, let's go. Yeah, look at that. That does not look good. So yeah, there is some wonky stuff going on with the central wings. So I will make the internal ones be the triangular part. But the rest I'm going to make, I think, these. I think it just looks cleaner. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this thing. It's a good craft. The best part is that it can land traditionally. If, like, for example, it loses energy. This is actually rather tough to do. I've been trying to improve it. Let's go to atmosphere autopilot for a much more refined landing. It still has issues. You see that? This thing has an ongoing problem where the front wheels have too much friction. And so it freaks out. Yeah, this thing's very much a glider, but yeah, it struggles with landing. I think it's actually better if the wheel is higher. Okay, well, we're going to go into sub-assemblies. We're going to save this wingtip as a sub-assembly. Pioneer wingtip. Save. We're going to load up the previous version. Mark 43. What's the angle on that? 35. Okay, good. And we're going to delete these wingtips. I wonder if you could fold the wings for landing, like an F-14. Maybe. More than that, I would just fold the wings inwards like they already do. But the idea is that they're folded out by the crew before launch and then locked into position. The issue, though, the issue isn't the wings being super wide. The issue is that drag, I guess the friction, with the front wheels. Friction control is an issue. Or traction, not friction control, excuse me. No, it is friction. Yeah, the friction control is an issue. Thing is, I don't know what is high in ASP is max friction control frictionless or is minimum friction control frictionless. Okay, we want maximum grip on the tail. I think. The front ones, we want to have lower friction. We'll do 1. Yeah, I could put the wings on... Sorry, the wheels on the wing. That might not be a bad idea, actually. The thing is that they need to be wheels. They need to actually be rover wheels. I could... well, let's replace these first off. Copy. Delete all those. Pioneer wingtip. Paste those there. Save that. Overwrite. Yeah, the main thing is I need them to actually be like wheels that are powered, because this thing needs to be able to drive itself around on the ground. And that's really important that it can. So this wheel arrangement was definitely better. Copy. Paste. To 44. Okay. But yeah, like what I could do if I wanted to move the wings, sorry, the wheels to the wings, I could use these and just stick them like right here. Actually, that's actually too far out. I'd put them like here. But they would only work marginally better than being these. And now it can't drive itself because these wheels don't have power. They're not powered. They're just free spinning. And so it really needs to be these wheels in that position. The friction control might be the answer. Let's try this. Let's compare. I think it's 8 degrees back that it sits. Roughly. Yeah. Roughly 8 degrees. So I'd want these wheels to be sitting back by 8 degrees. Perfect. 8 degrees. 8 degrees. Awesome. Yeah. Let's try this. Crazy idea. Huge flaps or spoilers for in landing gears. You put up a giant speed brake. Yeah. This thing doesn't need that though. And I'm trying to reduce the part count as much as I can because this is going to be... The Kerbal Space Program lags when you start putting a lot of parts together in one area. And so I want to avoid that. But let's try and fold again. Okay, yeah, the bend is not too bad. Awesome, yeah, that works okay. Let's fold. Just to show that it can. Put the pods forwards. Awesome. Just gotta keep spamming lock until this notification disappears. There, all locked up. And then we can unlock, rotate back, and we're gonna go for another wing flight test. They do work as air brakes. Yeah, if I really wanted to, that is true. I could work something up with the aft props to have them run backwards. I could do that. Be kind of a lot of work to get it to work right. Okay, everything's all locked up. We're good. Let's do a short takeoff and landing this time. STOL mode. 3, 2, 1. Easy liftoff. Okay, we have enough altitude now. Good, so we just did a stall maneuver right there. Let us now Glide. We lock our props. Okay. So the changes we've done this time is we have very little friction control on the front wheels. We have a lot of friction control on the back wheel. Let's go to atmosphere autopilot. We're also going to land slower, I should say. This thing lands very slow. That was still really rough. Let's try this on Laythe. Let's go to Laythe. Test it there where it's going to be actually used. Cheats. Set position. Laythe. 90 degrees latitude, 0 longitude. We'll do 89 so we're not quite at the pole. 89 degrees latitude. Altitude, we'll let it figure itself out. Heading. Let's do a heading of 0. Okay. Warping to Laythe. Yeah, that is very true. Eve would be the best for a glider. The atmosphere in Eve is so thick. You can, it's really like soup. Okay, so now we want to set our position to... Oh, whoa. Look at that. There's a, there's an eclipse right now. You see that? We're going behind Jewel. That's really cool. But we got to time warp a little bit because we want to actually be able to see what we're doing. Okay. Oop, I wanted to use middle click mouse to set position. Can we do that from the map? We can. Let's go to the middle of this crater. Oh, that's not that flat. That'll do. Okay. It's not to avoid copyright. I'm pretty sure this song isn't in the copyright rules for YouTube. I just like putting the song title so that people can know what I'm listening to. All right, we're gonna try this. We'll see how this goes. Man, that short takeoff is really handy. Okay. So the real test is going to be to go to... I guess really it's just trying to land somewhere safely. Anywhere. That looks promising at the top of that ridge over there. That looks decently flat. We're going to try for that. All right, let's now simulate a engine failure. 3, 2, 1. Engines have failed. Pitch down just a little bit. Pitch our engines up. Spin them until they are good. Lock. Good. Flip our pods forward so they're out of the way. Atmosphere autopilot, as that is much more accurate. Now we just try to land somewhere as slow as we physically can. Somewhere flat. Brakes are on. Friction control, we're going to turn it down even more, actually. 75 meters per second, that's a little bit fast. We want to get it down as slow as we physically can. 50. 40. 30. A little bit hard. What broke first? Wing structural type E. Then the elevon. Wing structural type E is what crashed first. There's the wheel. But they got down safely. Any landing you can walk away from, right? But not a successful landing. Not perfect. So this is what crashed into the ground first. This might need to move just a little bit lower. Let's move these back by 1 degree, so they're at 7. I'll do 6 degrees. Let's try that. Six degrees about right. More like 7. Why are they at... What? Why are they at 10? Oh. They're acting a little weird. It's a fun song. do 7 degrees. Wait, no. We'll do 6. On to my more traditional music now. $6 degrees. Actually, no. 7 was better. 7 degrees. 7. 7. 7. Nope. 6 was better. Maybe 5 degrees? Sorry, my rambling is probably a little bit boring. But precision matters. I'll skip this song. It's not quite the vibe. Do 5 degrees? Boom. 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 $5 it is. Awesome. 5 is a nice, easy to work with number. I like that. Let's try and get these looking a little bit cleaner. They're pretty good. We're gonna try another, I think another test. Okay. Let's go to Laythe again. Oh, that's the ocean. Nothing broken, though. Oh, dear. Just as I was saying that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, the Laythe. Let's choose a slightly flatter body. We'll go there. Oh, that ain't flat at all. Well, we can stop here, though, mostly. Okay, this is good enough. gonna try and land on top of this mountain. Okay. Let's actually get up to our maximum speed. Also, Atmosphere Autopilot is taking this like a champ right now. It's doing pretty well. What mods do you use? I run stock parts. So, uh-oh, we're going into the shadow again, I think. It's getting dark. Oh, that's so cool. Sorry. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. We're entering an eclipse, and everything's turning... Dude, it actually turns dark during eclipses in this game. With Scatter... This is Scatterer that's doing this. In terms of mods that I'm running stock parts, but a handful of visual mods, and performance mods. It's a small list. Actually, I can show it to you. Let me open up CCAN and go to display capture. Here. I need to check on my stream quality as well. I forgot I'm running... I think I'm streaming in 2K today. Let me check. Yeah, I am. That looks pretty good. Let me just move the screen around a little bit for a second. See how that looks on screen. That looks decent. But yeah, for mods, I am running... Let's go filters, installed. So these are all the installed mods that I have. I have them organized by filter. So with the red ones, all red mods are backend, basically. They don't actually do anything directly. They're just backend that are required for other mods. Also, 1 second, we're actually dropping a little bit. I don't want to land at night. That sounds really rough. Actually, we can always... I think we can always see land. Oh, this thing might explode on us. But yeah. The blue mods are mods for in-flight, like MechJeb. That lets us autopilot to orbit. And it automatically... it can do the docking for you and everything like that. We have restock, crew light, minimal main menu, just some like... The green ones are visual mods. All green mods are visual. And the purple mods are for science mode. Yeah, visual mods. Whatnot. Wow. I think we're... I'm going to turn on Atmosphere Autopilot. We're going to go up to... cruise flight level. Let's see how high this thing can get. Oh, that's really fast. Wow, it is so dark. There's Drez. There's another moon. That is eerie. Let's go back into game capture before I forget. Okay. Sorry, moving stuff around. There. So eerie. Oh, our speed's dropping dramatically. We're quite high off the ground, though. Wow. That is so eerie. I don't see any oceans or any land anywhere nearby us. Just pick there for now. Wow. I think we need to change the ambient light boost in map and normal to be a little bit better. Because I like being able to see the ground. I don't believe that changing it in here does anything. No, yeah, it's only for the craft. Okay, the thing with this thing does not consume a lot of fuel. I want to reach 8 kilometers up. Because 8 kilometers is the height of the bioluminescence in my mod. Another visual mod. I don't have it installed currently, but we'll see if I update it at some point. We're just gonna sail like this for a while. until we get light back. Then find the nearest land. Man, it's just so eerie. Oh, there's still such a long time until the eclipse is over. Wow. It's probably better if I just try and waterland at night. It's terrifying. Man, I think we got to do it though. You know what? I might VTOL land instead of doing a glide landing. Be a lot safer. All right, we're halfway down. Now, last time we landed in the ocean, it just exploded on us. Why is rocket sound enhancement visible here? It shouldn't be. All right, we're at 1,000. Cool, we are approaching the water. We are very close to the water, but we cannot see it yet. Wow. Yeah, that is terrifying. Okay, we're taking over. Head of 80. There's no reference for the horizon. Okay, we are dropping. 30. Let's increase. Oh dear. There's the water. Wow. It's just pitch black. It's just pitch black. There's like no even no light from our craft at all. If you go underwater though, it fixes it. Alright, there's a little bit of sun now. Oh dear. That's not good. Huh. Oh! Didn't like that. That's the thing with water. It does that. Yeah. Every once in a while, water just freaks out and causes your crafts to just explode. Yeah, that's time we're past the eclipse. Okay. Let's try another emergency landing. Wow, big ice sheets over here. Hey. Come on. We are down, but again, it was still doing that drift. The real reason is because the front wheels, they're just much closer to the center of mass, and so the force is really just put onto them. Really big ice sheet. Okay, another emergency landing test. This time with the front wheels at friction control of 0.5. Okay, it's a pretty flat area, but it's also downhill. Still doing the thing, but not nearly as badly. Okay, I think we'll just keep friction control at like 5. Yeah, 0.5. We'll make brakes even weaker. Let's go with that. That'll be good enough. Cool. This thing is pretty much done. The only modification that will need to be done to it is putting on a clampotron that is capable of docking. Because this thing needs to be able to re-dock to a parent vessel. So the idea is that it can open vertically to be used to dock to something. Probably to the ceiling. But that'll take some more modifications to do. But yeah, the idea is that you'll just have this and you just open it And that's how you dock. We'll see. Not sure exactly. But yeah, so there's that. I wanted to do some work on one of my other vessels. First the Symphony. Well, two of my other vessels. We have the Symphony. Okay. How much are these tilted by? 3 degrees. Long one. Long one. There. Those are now flat. We're just trying to line the wing. Let's go within a couple hundredths. Really dead set on that particular orientation. Let's try a different angle. This is particularly tough to do. Now 152. 152. Let's see. If we can subtract that, and that'll do. Good enough. Oh, wrong one. This one. Subtract that. Good enough. That's good enough, you know? Good enough. We're not going to get much better. All of these wings are now aligned, roughly. Purpose I set it up here. Let's get these all aligned. Okay. 0.21. Cool. That's perfect. There's another piece here? Oh. Don't want to get rid of that. Do that. We need a reference part. Let's do that. Height difference, 0.850. 0.0850. Track that. Height difference between these two, 0.051. 0.0051. Add that. Perfect. Copy that Y over to here. Make sure those are the exact same height. Perfect. Go over to here. We're going to take this, move it forwards. Difference in in Z value is negative 0.1115. 0.1115. Subtract that. Copy that Z value over to here. Awesome. Everything's now aligned. Height difference between these two, 0.0131. 0.0131. Subtract that from there. These should now be the exact same Y. They're not. Messed that up, I think. Oh, we're going the wrong way, that's why. Four, 9.48, 0.46, 78. Is that right? No, one too high. There. That's what it should be. Awesome. Okay, what's the difference in Z between... Sorry, in X between these two? 0.4937. 0.4937. Add X. Awesome. Move our reference part around. The difference in Z value, 0.5560. 0.5560. We're just aligning these wings perfectly right now. Okay. Difference in those in Z is 0.06... Sorry. 0.4807. 0.4807. Add Z. Awesome. All perfectly aligned. This part I want to actually attach straight to here. So we're just going to manually pick it up and put it down on that part. I don't think I was in symmetry. Yeah, damn. Copy, copy. Fix that. Okay. We're gonna have to improve the clipping on those. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. But not one that's unsolvable. Let's do these wing segments now, because these are also wrong. this one too before I forget. Okay. And these ones too. Point 0079, 0.0079. Add that. Perfect. 0.0174, 0.0174. Wrong way. Perfect. How do you access the cargo bay? The whole nose flips up. Yeah, there's a hinge. This guy. Whoop. You. Whoop. You. Spooky song. Actually, let's just remove that from our playlist for the future. Might skip this song too. We'll see. Yeah. 220. 0.0220. Actually, wait, no. Alignment on these is weird. 0.29. 0.0029 back. This needs to move back. This 0.0070. Move back. 0.0183. 183. I assume the cargo bay and nose is dragless? Yes. Yes, they are. I did some fancy stuff with getting him to be dragless, yeah. Good eye, though. That is something important. This thing actually creates very little drag. Can the new plane fit in there? It certainly can, yeah. The main thing is, I don't actually know if this is gonna go to Laythe. It's tough to say, because it doesn't carry enough cargo. I could make it maybe twice as long. It's tough to say. If it was twice as long, I do believe it'd be big enough to do what I want it to. And so I'm kind of thinking of experimenting with this. I'm still not sure, though. It's tough to say. You could add a docking port in the back and attach it to an interplanetary tug. Yeah, you could. There's totally room for it. I would just pop that out. Right now, there's a docking port on the top because the crew can access that. But yeah, for docking to a tug. Or it could also just replace the nose cone with the Clampatron and just drive it backwards. That's what I do on one of my other vessels. But anyways, let's finish up on these wings. This is going to be tough. I want to align these now. Backwards would definitely be goofy. But hey, I mean, the Lem did. Okay, let's get these as close to straight as we can. $279. Subtract that from here. Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get. If you made this longer, you could fit a small ISRU in a small Mark III cargo bay. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, there's a lot of stuff I want to take to Laythe, and I don't know how big of a cargo ship I want. That's the real question right now. Let's copy the Z value for all of these. Make them all aligned. Let's see what you said. I think it could take the small plane and a small ISRU if it was just a tiny bit longer. Yeah, the main thing is I want to have a car. I really want to have like an actual car, like a truck. Because like the crew definitely wants to be able to move on the surface without having to use a plane. Like plane travel shouldn't be their only method of transit. And probably a boat. Now I'm thinking of it. It's tough to say. I don't know. You know, actually, it would be kind of interesting if I flat pack a rover that you assemble. Yeah, fair. Maybe. I could do a folding rover of some sort. I was just thinking, what if, this might be ridiculous. If I made an attachment for the Pioneer plane that was like a set of like really big pontoons so that it can land, so that it can be like, sort of like a modular vehicle to be used for everything. Like it could be a rover, it could be a plane. I'm not sure how that would look, though. How that would work, excuse me. Anyways, we gotta get these wing flaps fixed. Because there's some overhang there that I don't like. I'm actually really struggling for room. I just like the idea of only using one vehicle to build some sort of LKO space tug, then returning to Kerbin and bring the other vehicles. Yeah, that's different for me. I want to send everything in one massive mission straight there in one go with the crew and everything. You got to go to work though. All right, take care. Take care. Yeah, build everything in orbit around Kerbin and then launch in one massive mission. Is my goal. Let's get this all lined up. Let's do that. Okay. So, I might actually use ChatGPT to figure this out. Because it'll help a lot with exactly what I'm doing. I want to evenly space these out. So we have... Yeah. We'll ask it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 objects. First is I have 6 objects, and I want to evenly space them out. The far left object is at that coordinate. The far right is at that coordinate. Please give me coordinates of the 1, 2, 3, 4 objects in between so that they are evenly spaced. Okay. Second one should be this. Oh, I did the wrong one. Shoot. Whoops. Should be this. Ugh. There. This should be this. What the heck is going on? Our negative place isn't saving. Oh, it's because the precision is off. It's adding on an extra digit. Oh, I did the wrong one. Shoot. Okay. Those are evenly spaced now. Copy the X for these to these. I might have to just do this by hand. That'll do. Okay, those are very well aligned now, so let's now reset the position of that one. Get rid of our reference pin. Make sure everything is attached to the right things now. Let's visualize auto struts. Wings have no auto struts at all. I should probably actually attach the flaps to the wing pieces themselves. Okay. Make sure these are all at the same Z values. Roughly. Okay. That Z fighting is annoying, but that is what I want because they're all supposed to be in line with each other. Okay. Okay. The wings are doing pretty good now. My auto struts are really weird. Also, I think I want to, instead of having two small wheels, have one large wheel in the front. Let's put these at the same height, roughly. Good enough. Put it like that. Friction control 0.8. We have override on friction and spring. Friction. Spring. 0.08. Do I have override on these? Yeah. Just have maximum everything. We'll do that. The bigger wing definitely looks better on this. I think I do at the very least need to make this thing bigger. Longer. This is kind of tough. I'm not sure how to occlude both without having to add yet another fairing. Sorry, not a fairing, I mean engine plate. Arc 57, increase the version number. Let's just see how it looks if I were to add on another whole segment. So that's the internal node to the internal node, so that's not what I want. Let's just see how this looks. Way too long. What about shifting the wings forwards? Yeah, no matter how you look at it, that's just wrong. Means this part is just too big, which means maybe the half-sized? Let's try that. That looks good. We'll probably do that. Although the occlusion is going to be weird. I think this part's going to be producing drag kind of no matter what I do. Sorry, the big one is. I'm thinking. What do I do? These wings, the new wings look great. I'll say that. I definitely needed that extra segment on the end. What do I do? Sorry, just thinking. A lot of questions going through my head right now. I think the easiest way to do this would be instead of attaching this to the front, we attach this node to the back. This is going to take a bit of finagling. More than a bit. Let's try it. Copy, copy. This gets added to there. Paste, paste. Oh, whoops. This is on the wrong part. There. Okay. We got some math we can do now. That. Negative 11.6138 minus that. Okay, that's how much everything needs to move backwards. By everything, I mean like everything. Let's just move everything back to where they were before. Okay. Difference between these two. 0.49, sorry, 4.9626. .9626. Tracked. $5.2065. Add that. Oh, that didn't work right. Weird. Why is that? That's wonky. Some weird stuff going on. I'm going to reload this thing just to be safe. Might fix some issues. 0.2066. Yeah, those are acting weird. It's probably because it's on the end of a hinge. Let's do it by man, just by hand. Yeah, that's totally like it says it's way way more of a distance between those than there actually is. Weird bug. Probably to do with the hinges. That'll do. $4.9979. Add. $3,750. Okay. Copy, copy. Paste, paste. Correct. There's an awkward segment back there that I can't really do much with. I might just add another docking port. Is that really just the exact same size? What? No way. That really lines up just like that? What else is that width? That's like so perfect. That can't just be chance. But maybe it is? I don't know. I don't think these can be radially attached, can they? No. Well, let's see about colliders now and nodes, attachment nodes. I believe I should move the wings forward though a little, so let's do that. Sorry, thinking. That's that Z value. That Z value. That minus that. That. Okay, we're going to move the whole wing forwards by that amount. I guess we'll see if this thing can orbit now. But I do need to test drag. And I want to see the attachment nodes. Let's just grab a small part. Yep, the internal node still exists, but no external nodes. That's good. Both the internal nodes exist right there in the middle. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're set. This small pod right here, this has drag. I believe. This still should not. The auto struts are going to be a big question. Is this locked? Let's lock that. Oh, they're all locked. Oh, it's because it's attached to a okay, yeah. That's fine. I think pretty much all of these struts are locked because they're using excuse me. They're using engine plates to occlude. I think I need to make these pods a little bit bigger. Or more forwards, at least. Yeah. Oh. These also need to move back. Oh. I don't know by how much. Shoot. One, two, three, four, five. We're just moving back by 5. Looks decent. I have no clue how this is going to perform. Let's view the fairing node. Yeah, it should still do some good, decent looking occluding. I think I'm going to fix that by just putting a docking port there. It might actually serve useful for docking this to a large interplanetary craft. Copy that height over to there. 2.0378. 2.0378. Oh, yeah. So, okay, the docking port has weird, weird collider stuff. Oh, it's part of the docking node itself and not the, interesting. Actually, we can just do this. We can center it between these. 2055, 20112. 055, 2012. 0.0025. Cracked that. 208. 2087. 3. 284, 283. Good. That's centered. That's crazy, really, how perfect that works. I think we just fly it, just see how it does. The wings may need to move forwards a little bit more. Actually, I'm certain they will. We'll want this to be pretty much centered over the, that node. Kind of a hard time taking off. But we'll try nonetheless. Let's go. Let's see if it can orbit. Huh. Weird wobbliness off the bat. You see that? Their camera's freaking out. What's moving so much? It might just be the suspension from the wheels. Atmosphere autopilot active. Throttle up. Can it even get off the pad? $60 meters. 70. 80. 90. 100. 110. Still not off the ground. And we lift off. Barely. Passing 200 meters per second. A lot of lift. Passing 250 meters per second. Altitude increasing at about 80 meters per second, 90 meters per second, roughly. Oh, we're getting drag on that part. That's unfortunate. Something's weird. We are losing speed, so we're gonna level out a little bit. There's a lot of drag coming from something. Oh, from that guy. Okay, that's weird. Not everything is occluding the way it should. That isn't occluded. I think I might know why. Yeah, we don't have, we're creating too much drag. Ooh, look at that. I think I know why. I think it's because this is attached on the wrong part. Yeah, no. Let me test. I believe the issue might be to do with me forgetting to node attach this, right? No, it is saturated. I don't know why it's not working. What's that? Yeah, something's wrong. Something is wrong. I'm not sure what. Let's load up version 56. See if this has that issue. That one still has the issue. Different version? 56? Oh, Mark 55. Still drag. Huh. Can this thing even make orbit? Okay, what version of this is right? Because this is wrong. Mark 54? There isn't a Mark 54. What did I do to suddenly make it not work? Well, I might be done streaming for now. I'm getting a little frustrated with this. I think I might pick it up later when I have more energy. Ugh. This thing is, it's not working right for some reason. Unless community part fixes changes to do with drag. Ah. think it is community part fixes. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll ask a friend. We got some weird stuff going on, though. Yeah, I think I'm done for now, though. It was a good stream. It was a good stream. We got our other craft, again, still working on it, making it better and better. Our cargo plane is still up for debate. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use. And we'll have to worry about that later. But yeah, fun stream. It was good. We got some good work done. And we'll see if I'm on tomorrow. I may or may not. I'm unsure right now. But with that, I'm going to hop off. Take care.